Welcome back. Now, there was this amazing study that was done that actually showed that rats show empathy. The University of Chicago proved this through an experiment. What they did is they took one rat and put it in a really tight, restrictive cage. And then they took another rat and put it in this very open and free cage. And what they found is the rat that was in the open cage would consistently free the other rat from that very tight, restrictive cage. What I find even cooler is that when the rat in the big open cage was given a pile of treats, like a pile of chocolate chips, that rat would actually save some chocolate chips for the rat in that really restrictive cage. Now, I don't even like to share my chocolate chips, so I think that's absolutely amazing. Now, let's talk a little bit about our rat's habitat or home. Now let's talk about my rat's habitat or home. Now all animals have some very important needs. Those are food, water, shelter, and space. So those are all things you need to have when you have a pet. So right here, we have the water for our rats. Our rats also get food. We give them these pellets right here. But rats also really like treats. So we give them Cheerios, we give them lots of different little treats, but treats have to be kept at a very small amount because we don't want to make them sick. Now for shelter, we have a few places for shelter. We have a little hammock right here, which Delilah really likes to sleep in. And then we have a little box over here, which if you look really closely, Deborah and Darla are actually sitting in their box right now. Now, those are some really great areas of shelter that allows the animals to feel safe. Now, the last thing they need is space. They need enough space to move around and be active. And this habitat right here gives them a lot of space to move around, run around, play. Now, but there's one other thing I want to talk about. Enrichment. Enrichment are like toys. It's something to keep an animal mentally and physically active. So if you look right here, I have a little bell that the animals get to play with, and you even see Delilah came over to check it out. We have a little wooden couch that they knocked over there. We have a little ball over here, and we like to make a lot of enrichment as well. You always have to make sure when you have a pet that you give them their food, water, shelter, space, and even enrichment.